guys, so right now I'm gonna be showing you how to make some really delicious, almost vegetarian ramen. So for the ramen, you're going to need any type of ramen. I'm gonna be using the soy sauce top ramen, and then I'm gonna be using the 50-50 blend of spinach and then other like greens, and then some organic tofu, and then I'm gonna be using 2 organic eggs. So I like this meal because it's quick, easy, and it adds a lot of protein. It's like the soybeans and then the eggs and then the greens, they all have like really good things for you or whatever. And plus there's ramen in it, so it's like a good comfort food, but it's like healthy. Anyway, I'm really excited to make this. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your tofu and then you're gonna puncture on the side. And then you're just gonna drain the water out. And then once the water is all out, just cut it open. And then you're gonna have this big block of tofu like this. So to cut your tofu, I would show you guys, but you know, it's really hard. But to cut your tofu, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a piece of paper towel and then put it on your plate. And then you're gonna put your tofu like this, so it can suck up all the moisture, and then you're just gonna cut it into little squares. So after you cut up your tofu, you wanna heat up your pan to like medium high. Okay, and then you're gonna add some oil. So I'm gonna be using olive oil. It's not really that good for cooking, but it's really healthy, so I don't really care. So I didn't really do a good job cutting my tofu, but you want it to look like it's squares or whatever, just as long as it looks good enough, okay? It doesn't really matter how good your tofu looks because you're gonna be cooking it anyway. But if you do want perfect squares with your tofu, you can go ahead and do that. I'm not going to because it's cooking for myself and I don't care. Okay, and then when your pan gets to a reasonable heat, you just want to dump all of your tofu in it. Yum, look at that. So be a little careful. If your tofu is really wet and you put it in the oil, it's going to splash a lot at you because when that water is evaporating and the oil is cooking, it's just going to start sparking. Be careful, but it should be okay. Just don't get too close. Make sure you dry off your tofu enough. I didn't do that, so that's why it's doing that a lot, but if you dry off your tofu, it's not going to do that. Once your tofu looks like it's cooked enough, just add a bunch of greens. And make sure to add a lot because they shrink a lot. How much I added, I'm gonna add a little bit more oil to this. So as you can see, the greens have shrunken a lot. They were really big 2 seconds ago. So I added a couple more greens, but anyway, while that's finishing up, you're gonna lower the heat a little bit and then you're gonna start to prepare your ramen, whatever ramen you choose. So you're just gonna follow the steps like it says on the package and boil 2 cups of water. So while that's boiling and my tofu is still a little bit warm, I'm gonna add some soy sauce. I don't have a soy sauce bottle, so I'm gonna be using these little packets that I have for sushi. And this is just to add some extra flavor because we are gonna add the soy sauce pack and everything to the noodles, but it's just gonna add a little bit more flavor to the tofu. And then we're just gonna mix it right now. So once your water comes to a rolling boil, just add in your noodles. You know, just do ramen as you normally would. So 3 minutes. Right as we add the ramen noodles, you're gonna break your egg. And you're just gonna crack it in there. Ooh, yummy. And then I'm gonna be using 2 eggs. Okay, and then once your noodles are done, we are going to add in the sauce packet. Ooh, yummy, that looks so good. The eggs right there, the 2 eggs, and then the noodles, and the nice, beautiful color that's coming in. And then next we're going to add, if I can do this, all of the tofu that we've been cooking. And now this looks pretty good. So this is all the tofu that we added in, and then we have the noodles down there, and then the eggs on the side. And I think this meal is pretty good. So overall, I don't know how much this meal was, but it wasn't expensive. The noodles are like 50 cents, and then the 2 eggs and everything. It wasn't super expensive, but it also wasn't super cheap. So if you are on a budget, don't go for this, but I think this feeds plenty of people. So on the side, my mom is creating some peppers. So those are green peppers, red bell peppers, and then some shrimp. And then she's gonna add that to her dish. So, you know, that's also a nice alternative. So what I learned in culinary class is you guys have to remember that when you're cooking, the recipe is a guide. It's definitely not a step-by-step, like you have to do this. Baking, definitely you have to follow those steps. I know cooking recipes are definitely flexible because it's not all like science like baking is. Here's my version all plated. I didn't try to make it look pretty, but look how really good this egg came out. This egg looks perfect. The noodles look really good. These noodles look really good. A lot of the tofu's on the bottom because the way like I grabbed the noodles didn't come out really good. But this looks really yummy. And I did make 2 plates. I think this would be plenty for 2 people. This looks really good. But whatever you add, it's honestly gonna turn out really good. Ooh. So this meal works really good if you're like a mom who doesn't have a lot of time, a college student, anything. It works pretty good. But yeah, so we're gonna try it right now and see how it tastes. Let's cut open the egg and see this beautiful. Oh no, I overcooked it. Yeah, I kind of overcooked the egg. I mean, there is a little bit of like gelatinous in the middle, but generally, when you're making ramen, you do want the egg a little bit more raw, so it's a little softer. But I did overcook it. But this looks pretty good too. Works really good. Looks really good. Tastes really good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed that video. Our little random, just oh let's cook right now. That's literally what this was. Oh, here's the tofu. The tofu tastes really good. The egg is really, really tasty. Really yummy. So yeah, if you guys want to make this recipe, go ahead. If you want to change anything in it, go ahead. It's honestly, like, do whatever you want. It's really fun. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great night, great day, whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys make it. Bye.